Alright, Nicoverse. Nicoverse means we probably do something like Rebel. And we definitely want a belt here. I don't know about you guys. Sweet, we got our belt. That's what I was hoping for. What comp do you think is the best this patch? Whichever one you can play well. Would it make Thresh more fun and exciting as a unit that way and better to throw in randomly? I mean, it would certainly be random, but I don't know that it's better. Because again, we're not trying to add like that much variance. And the difference between pulling in a Xayah and pulling in a Lulu is too massive, in my opinion.
Just the luck of the draw.
Any plans on getting 5 Demolitionist trait? I assume you mean 4, but no plans right now. Kaisa does not really need the buff. I just got a Galaxy where everyone started with 90 HP. Sounds like you're playing on PBE. You could make Thresh... Why are we trying to change Thresh? Like, Thresh is in a good spot. I guess I don't follow why we're trying to change Thresh.
This world will be the first step on my road to conquest. Let's blow this joint.
I wanted to try Vi carry at some point. We could try Vi carry. Can Space Pirates get a gold counter to see how much you made? We'd love to do that, but unfortunately the UX work there is actually really complicated, so it's not going to be something we're going to be able to do. Does Demo Kale work? Yes, it does. I finished my Galaxy Pass. What now? You wait till the next pass, and you enjoy all the rewards that you paid for and got. Ow. Any chances we'll see Battlecast boys? Maybe. What if to reduce variance with it, he gets mono refunded based on unit tier? I mean, again, like, sure. I'm just still not really following why we're trying to change Thresh. He's a really strong unit that does what he needs to do. Like, putting in effort to change Thresh more, I'm not seeing the value here. Does the Small Legends Galaxy on PvE have reduced damage taken? No. Why would that... That would just be a normal game then, wouldn't it? Graves level 4, Darius level 5? Maybe. I appreciate, Oikmont, that you, every time good music comes on, you're like, louder! I love it. Am I doing Space Pirates? I was hoping to do a Vi carry game, actually, but we'll see. What are your thoughts on buying items instead of getting them through carousel or minion drops? To counter the steam roll of first place, reroll costs could be increased. What? Thoughts on buying items? Sure, that could be fun. But how does that counter the steamroll of first place? If anything, that makes first place go even better, because they have more gold available, they get more items, more power. That just sounds like you're buffing first place more. So I'm not sure I agree with the... I agree with the goal, I don't agree with the tactic. No, the cyber player with better items won. Do I think Space Jam is too strong? No, I don't. Have I seen Smite's Auto Battler? When I looked that up, it was like an announcement that was a year old. Did something change? I haven't seen anything new. Hafu was playing it yesterday? Oh, I haven't seen it. I'll have to take a look. Pretty much no chance of this happening at this point, but something I've wanted since set 1 is 10 bench spaces. Yeah, pretty much no chance of that happening. The art cost alone would be enormous. Alright, well, we're not going Rebels this game, sadly. Are there plans to rework Ezreal? Not right now. Item Galaxy, where the 5th shop slot is replaced with a random item component to pay gold for. Again, like, that just would be a lot of items. Increased reroll cost for win streaking would reduce first place ability to reroll. Sure, that just sounds like I don't want to be in first then. We're not trying to make Mario Kart with like full rubber banding. Any chance of a galaxy that limits items per champion to 1 or 2? That sounds like a fun idea. I think a 2-item limit galaxy could be kind of fun. If you have to put Aphelios into TFT, how would he be? That's a great question. I haven't thought about that one. You'd probably have to do something where, like, he has a 20 mana cost, and every time he casts, he just switches weapons or something. But... dancing... A galaxy with no items? That sounds boring. Have you considered adding Zac to the game? We've considered it. Every champion should have a chance to be in the game at some point. Pre-level and buy Ezreal? Eh, we're not going blasters. I don't need Ezreal. How do you know when to stabilize? Basically, if you're winning or losing a lot of fights and taking a lot of damage based on your health. We should be totally fine here. So, no need to level. We're healthy enough that I'm just going to keep greeting for heavy econ. Because we're running Cybernetic right now, the goal would be to get to 9 as quickly as possible. It's Nicoverse also, which means we could get like a 2-star Echo pretty quickly. Bosi, appreciate the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Hey friend, do you plan on adding more champs this set? Yes. If so, when will it be? Probably the mid-set expansion that we've talked about. Spatula? Spatula? What do we do with a spatula? Is that Infiltrator Aurelia? Alright, we're kind of winning right now, so I think we do this. I also said doo-doo. Doo-doo. Infiltrator Malphite? It's too late. If I had some Malphites, I totally would. If you were to add Bard in a future set, do you think you consider his mage side or utility side? That's a great question. I think both have options. But I think, like, the fantasy of the champion is probably closer into the utility side. No, Lucian got grabbed. Thankfully we have Graves, which is pretty good into Xayah here, but I think the Yi might just win, yeah. No. That's okay. Much more items, but they're all slammed. What? I enjoyed the current patch, however I just have a complaint. There are some games where 3 carousels got bad full items. I like maybe 1 in that game, however 3 is a bit much. There's no strat there. Just complete luck and randomness. It's not luck and randomness. I don't know why you call it luck and randomness. Everyone has to deal with it. All your opponents are dealing with it at the same time. Any hint as to new champions? Yes. There's at least 1 reprint. There's your hint. The only champions to return every set are Leona, Ashe, and Lucian. That's not true. Yasuo. Zed, yeah. Ever considered an in-game option to maybe re-roll an item? Yes, we have considered that. Please make Kled a TFT champion. I agree. Kled should have his chance in the spotlight at some point. When is Astronautilus coming? He would definitely fit, wouldn't he? I missed that Kennen ult from set 1. Yeah, Kennen was such a good unit in set 1. I miss Yorick? I don't miss Yorick. Yorick was a nightmare to balance. Hey Mort, have you ever considered insert 100 things you talk about daily as a game developer? I'm sorry, I'm laughing so hard because, yes, that is basically what just happens. That is a very funny and accurate way to put it. Did I get a new webcam? I did. I am now using a fancy DSLR. What if he used his magic tunnel in a blitzcrank way but can bring himself to nearby allies? That could be fun. Okay, we actually want a bow. Thankfully there are lots of bows here, so we'll probably... Oh, we didn't get the bow. Jace would be okay to grip. No, okay. I kind of want the sword. Nope. Okay. Looks like we're getting Kaisa because he's going to take Wukong. Nope. Okay, sweet. Are there any plans to hotfix Poppy Shield? Nope. Otherwise, how do you counter it besides Last Whisper and AD comps? Other ways to counter it are Ionic Spark, Lulu, General CC. Infiltrators actually do pretty well because you can kill the backline and just be left with the Poppy. So lots of ways you can beat it. That's better than that, at least for now. Power leveling to 9. Hope we find some Jace and Dariuses and stuff. Would you consider adding little legends from existing creatures like Poros? Yes, we would. In fact, I'm salty there's no Poro little legend. Let's see. Would you consider a buff to the Slash Bros comp a little bit? The changes to Sona and Yas made a comp a little weaker. Yes, we would consider buffs to that. The way I put it is, if Master Yi can't be a carry, we've probably done something wrong. So, yes, would consider.
No turning back now.
Any thoughts on Kindred ult set 1? It was a fun ult. It was very utility-based. Would you consider Zed as a Rebel Infiltrator? Yes, we would consider that. Do you have any opinions on where the best place to get better at the game for experienced players is? If depends on where you're at, but like, let's say you're like, I'd say, I don't know, gold. I would watch a streamer like a Hafu, Skara, Toast to start to kind of like learning the basics. Let's say you're at like a high plat, low diamond. I would start tuning into the really good challenger players like Kiting is Hard, Ine, some of those really good players, and start watching how they think. So basically what I'm saying is like find a streamer that's about 2 levels above you. Yeah, Grand Vice is great. Dissing Skara and Toast? Skara and Toast are great. I'm just saying they're not like rank 1. Crowan is great. Yep. Keen is good. All of those are good examples. But like I said, I think watching them if you're gold can actually be harmful. Okay, here's the $1 million question. Is this Infiltrator spat because it's funny, or is it Fawn because it's correct? Yeah, you're right. It's probably Fawn. It's less fun, but it's probably correct. Is there a possibility you guys could make the Infiltrator jump override the RFC functionality? Yes, in fact, next patch that is happening. Next patch, Infiltrators will always jump no matter where they're positioned. Is this live? Yes, it is. Fawn on Leona. That is a great idea. I just put it on Shen for now. Oh, there we go. We still haven't seen a Vi or a Vi or an Irelia. Would you think about a mode where you can customize lobbies so you can play with certain galaxies? Maybe someday. What are the new galaxies on PvE? We'll talk about it on a PvE stream. Right now we're not really talking about PvE stuff, because a lot of it's still being kind of worked on. There's not a lot on PvE right now. Why even put Fawn on anyone? Well, specifically you put it on a Cybernetic to trigger the Cybernetic bonus. But beyond that, you really don't need to. Okay, this is kind of greedy, but I'm going to roll a little bit. Okay, well, whatever. Let me take those. I should actually be leveling to 9 to find the Gangplank, because it's hilarious. Did the 6-piece trait changes achieve what you were hoping this patch? They seem to have a little bit, yeah. Ooh, that's a big, that's a big Kha'Zix. By Darius. Good idea. Is Poppy going to get nerfed? There are currently no plans to nerf Poppy. I think it's okay for a 9-cost Poppy beating a 57-cost mech. That is a really reductionist and silly way to look at that problem. I mean, we could grab another spatula. Try to go for the double Force of Nature game. No. Obviously Aurelia would be the choice here then. Yeah. Thoughts on making Kennen a Cyber Chrono Sorcerer? I don't think that makes sense. What is my favorite new galaxy? Treasure Trove, by a very large margin. You're smurfing, cause hit, master, you're answering a lot of questions. Why not prepare and do like from basics to advanced live stream with tutorial kind of stuff? It's a fine idea, I'm just not sure how many people want to watch that. Something I've noticed about content creation is that like most of the people who are watching TFT don't actually need the basics. So I don't know how useful it ends up being. Oh, that was close. Thoughts on adding a buff similar to Ninja? I think that's a good idea. Why not ditch Cassidy? Well, I mean, now I have Mono Reaver and 2 Celestial, and until we find the Gangplank, this is probably good. Ooh, so much CC. Nice. Give me that gold! Should unit strength be proportional to cost? I saw a 3-star Jinx lose to a 3-star Poppy 1v1, and I lost 72 gold spent on a Cho Vel versus a 9G Shaco pre-batch. No, I don't think... I'm not mad, it just feels unfair to me and I want to hear your perspective on it. Sure. Let me take my turn. So, again, like, looking at just the cost of the unit can't be correct, right? Because, like, obviously a 3-star Poppy with perfect items can't be worse than a 2-star Aurelia with no items. Like, that just can't be correct. The other thing is that, like, regardless of cost, there are always going to be things that sort of counter each other, right? Like, an assassin is probably very good against a squishy like Vel'Koz, but very bad against a tank. A magic user is probably very good against a tank, you know, and so, like, everything has their sort of sharp counters. Okay, I'm probably gonna regret that, but no, I'm not. Haha! Fuck it. So that explains why we can't find Vise. GP cast, please? Really? You hit the Vi and nothing else? You're the worst. Okay, so now let's figure out what we're actually trying to run here. We have 4 Space Pirate, we have 3 Mono Reaver. This is doing nothing for us right now. We can get rid of that. Getting a Mystic in would probably make a lot of sense.
Ready or not, here she comes.
Yeah, I mean, the MF is not the ideal state here. I think Leona is actually the weak link in our comp right now. Although she is giving us two... That was a whiff. It's a lot of Ionic Sparks, though. Teemo spell Shrooms versus Poison. Yeah, that's an option. I'll say Dragonclaw would have been a good choice here. Do I think Red Buff needs a nerf? A little, to be honest. I think Red Buff is the thing that's enabling Blaster Brawler to be the S tier comp. Just my personal opinion. Oh wait, I know what I want. I want Locket. Locket's way better here for what we're running. What about an object that, among its characteristics, silences the character? I think that could work. What about a galaxy that tells players who their next opponent will be before each round? Might be okay. Say hi to Brazil. Hi, Brazil. Hope you're doing good.
Every second matters.
Thoughts on the new Candyland comp? I'll take what is the most asked question of the day for 500, Alex. No Demolitionist? I don't think we need it. Double Zeeks. Nice.
Dead men tell my tale.
No. I mean, ideally we'd cut the Echo for, like, a Mystic. Like, if I was actually trying to win, I would do this. And then something like this. Does double Zeke stack? Yeah, it does. My Aurelia is going to be a fast attacker. Ooh, a spatula. Seraph probably better on Lulu. Probably. At this point, I'm not sure it matters. Infinity Edge. Ooh, that goes here. Denetto77, appreciate the Twitch Prime. Something something 3-star GP. I high rolled this game? Did I? I'm not sure I did. There's nothing about this game that was very high roll. Is Nico's help considered an item to Space Pirates drop? No, it's not. You cannot drop Nico's help from Space Pirate. Oh no, Nico didn't cast. Rebel. That doesn't help us at all. Alright, last round. GP.
Men tell my tale.
No.
Heavy artillery for these cowards.
Want want. Sell units on board for 3-star GP? Nah. The double ionic spark is kind of funny to me. That's a first. GG. Do do do.